Hi everyone and welcome to SWPL My Story. Today's guest we have Demi Falconer from Partick Thistle. How are you, Demi?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Good stuff.
To be here.
And we have our sponsors joining us today. We have the Recovery Lounge in Paisley. The Recovery Lounge is a sports clinic where athletes and active people get to recover their body after activities for treatment and injuries. So, we're going to get into it, Demi. Back at where it all started, Murieston United.
Yep.
When was the last time you were here?
Oof, probably over 10 years ago or something, maybe.
Good memories though?
Oh yeah, great memories.
So this club's got a really good reputation of bringing through players. The women's side is yourself, Hayley Lauder, Jenna Fife. The men's side, we've got Scott Arfield, Danny Wilson, myself obviously. No, I was hopeless. That's why I'm still here. So yeah, what we want to do then is just kick off. Tell us how it started here at this club and what your memories are of it.
Yeah, so I started here when I was maybe about 10 or 11. Started at the under 13s, I think it was. I was always playing a couple of years like below the age group, but great memories here and absolutely loved it.
And back then, what was there any other girls in your team, or was it girls football that you played, or did you play boys?
No, it was just girls football. So I started obviously with Murieston, but there was I don't think there was any other girls teams at the time, like in the Murieston setup, other than the ladies team. So we just moved up as a group and a unit up through the age groups.
And when you decided that you wanted to play, was the support there from your family when you turned to them and said that you wanted to start doing football?
Oh yeah, my family are Hearts staffed. My dad absolutely loves watching Hearts play and stuff like that. So when I said that I wanted to play football and had the opportunity to come and play for a team, they just jumped at it.
Now, when you were at Murieston and you were one of the first girls teams to come through, was the support there from the club to try and grow the girls section?
Yeah, the club was great with us. They wanted us to obviously go throughout all the ranks, and then once all of us finished, they set up all the girls teams as well after us, so it was great.
So is that something you look back on and you feel quite proud of it? The club's been here a long time and the girls section's absolutely thriving, but to be there at the start of it and play your part, you must look back quite proudly.
Yeah, it's amazing. Obviously you want to leave something with the clubs that you've been at, so for them to obviously have a youth set up for the girls team, that's always what you're wanting.
And when you were at this club, you were very, very successful, but probably it's the highlight probably for any player, was winning the Scottish Cup at under 17s. What are your memories of that day? Yeah,
it was an absolutely amazing day. Obviously getting to play at Tory Glen, the year before that we'd made the final, but we'd lost out to Celtic. But the following year, obviously, when we got to that final, it was quite a hard run of fixtures to get to that final as well, so I think it made it that bit more special because we put out Celtic, we put out Rangers, and I think it was Hearts was the other one, but it was just an incredible day. That's something that when you're that age, that's what you strive to win, so it was great.
And you probably look back on it more now at this point in your career that you would have probably just accepted it on the day, it's just another game, but it's when you get to look back and reflect that these types of days don't come around all the time, and it's something you can cherish. Yeah, obviously everybody says like live in the moment, but back then that's not really something that you do, so looking back on it now, it's an incredible achievement to be, I think I was maybe 15, 16, to obviously win it. It was just incredible. And it was, incredible is the right word, it was an incredible team. If you look back on it now, it's just your pals and your teammates, but there's a lot of the girls in that team of them went on and they're playing SWPL football. I'll leave it to you to rhyme off your teammates. Yeah, so there's obviously me, Jenna, who's playing at Rangers, Lauren Evans, who I think has just signed for Livingston. Yeah, she just signed for Livingston. She's been at Accies and played obviously Prem 1 football for a couple of years. You've got Fiona Boslam, who's also at Livingston. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many. They've all went on and they've all had good careers. So it's when you look back at that team and you can say that's why they went. There were so many future stars that were in that team, just all at the right time, almost the perfect storm, but all coming through a grassroots club together, which probably makes it a little bit more special. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so you've already said that it's been a long time since you were here, but there's some teams down on the pitch training. Do you want to go and take a look, see the next Demi Falconer? Yeah, of course. So here we are, Demi, Theatre of Dreams, Bankton Mains, where it all started. But if you look, it's great to see so many girls now participating and playing.
Yeah, obviously it's great to see so many girls because when I was here it was just us plopped down at the bottom there and only like 15 of us standing there. So to see so many girls, it's brilliant to see.
Ah, perfect. So we've spoken about Murieston. You then moved on to your beloved Hearts. So was that a proud moment for yourself and all your family?
Yeah, it was great. Obviously to put on a heart shirt, that's what I always dreamed of when I was a kid, and just to give something back to my dad, my family as well, because they put in the time and effort traipsing me around the country, week in, week out. So for him to see me in a heart strip, it was a proud moment.
How old were you when you joined the Hearts Academy then?
I think it was probably between 15 and 16. So I went to under 17s to begin with. That's why I left Murieston, because I didn't want to go up and play ladies football yet. I felt like it was still too much of a physical game for me at that age to go and play ladies. So I went to Hearts at under 17s and done a season there, I think, and then went up to play for the development team. Was there only for maybe a couple of months and then got asked to go play for the first team.
And how did that feel when you got the call to go up and play with players that you looked up to?
Yeah, no, it was unbelievable. Obviously, everybody wants to play first team football, and obviously still being quite young, it was just a really proud moment to go put on that Hearts jersey for the first team.
And how long did you actually spend at Hearts then?
I think in total it was maybe 3 seasons. That was 17s, and then I think two seasons at ladies.
And how did you feel when you made your first team debut? That must have been like you had to pinch yourself.
Yeah, it was an incredible moment. As I said before, it's something that you dream of. Supporting Hearts when I was younger, still supporting Hearts now. So put on that jersey, it was just incredible.
Do you remember much of your debut?
Not really. Again, it's like I said earlier, you don't really live in the moment at that age. So I probably should have lived more in the moment. But I'm sure it was against Dunfermline. And I think it was a draw that game. But still, just to even get minutes for the first team, it was a great moment.
Now, at that stage, I know you then went on to university. Was that a major factor in you deciding to move to Stirling Uni to play your football?
Yeah, so obviously travelling back and forward from Stirling to Trinent, it was quite a lot. So when I had the opportunity to move to Stirling and play uni football and obviously Sunday football, it was something that I couldn't turn down.
Now, you've already touched on it there that you played football for the uni, but that was in the Bucks League, British Universities and Colleges. So, how was that experience for you? Slightly different, playing with different players, different standards, but it's a great opportunity to go and represent your university at these sorts of events. So, how did you find that?
Probably uni football was some of the best moments in my footballing career. I got so many opportunities through the university. Obviously playing in the Bucks League, we started off in the Scottish League, and then got to play in the British League as well. And then we got to a British final in both futsal and football. And obviously a couple other opportunities. I got to go to Taipei as well. So just some incredible moments at uni football.
Fantastic opportunities to play in different events in different arenas, but when you went down and played in the British Championships and it was down in St George's Park in England, best facilities in the world, how did you find that?
Yeah, it was great. Obviously, travelling down there and getting to play at such a good facility, it's an opportunity that not many people probably get. So to be able to use the facilities there, it was brilliant.
You've said that you played futsal as well. Now, I'm a big advocate for futsal and how it can develop players, but how did you find that helped you develop? Even though you'd played football all your life, it's almost a different sport.
Yeah, it's totally different. It's a lot more. It takes a lot more out of you. Obviously, with it being stop clock and stuff, it can go on for hours and hours. But I feel like it's really good to get your fitness up and things like that. And obviously, it's really technical. You've got to be good with your feet. But I feel like it was really, really good for developing me as a player. And absolutely love my time playing futsal.
Yeah, it's got a massive impact on your decision making, your quickness of thought, which then when you go out onto an 11s pitch, it feels like you've got all the time in the world any time that you're on the ball.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, like I said, it's so much more technical. I'm not very technical with my feet myself, but I just loved the physicality in it, and obviously how much fitness you got out of the game.
Then when your time at university came to an end, that's when you decided you needed a new challenge, and that challenge for you was Partick Thistle. So what was the main draw for you to go there? Because you would have had other offers to go to other clubs, having played in SWPL 1 for a period of time.
Yeah, the opportunity obviously came. I think it was John Doyle at the time. He approached me and said, "Do you want to come along to a training session?" At that point, I wasn't really enjoying football as much, so I thought a change of scenery and a bit more of a challenge. So when the opportunity came, I jumped at it.
So you hadn't been at Partick for very long, and they've obviously seen something in you when there was going to be a change of captaincy, and you got the call. Was that a proud moment for you?
Yeah, a really proud moment. I'd been at the club for maybe 2 seasons. The first season was cut quite short because of COVID, and then the first real season that I got to play, Colette, the captain at the time, was injured quite a lot, so I had to make that step up. But then obviously she then retired, and I got the opportunity to become captain. So it was a really proud moment because it's a great club and there's quite a lot of girls there that could probably wear the armband. So to be given that opportunity, I was very thankful.
Now you've said that obviously you're part-time team at Partick Thistle. However, the club, I'm assuming, have been very supportive and they're trying to professionalise it as much as they can. So just tell me a little bit about how they've done that for you over the last couple of seasons in particular.
Yeah, so the club's been brilliant with us. Obviously, we get to use Peters Hill, which is now owned by Partick Thistle Charity, I think it is. So we get to use all the facilities there. Our sponsors as well, Gleduck, we get to use the facilities up there. So they're always pushing to get more sponsors in so that we've got more opportunities. Obviously, you get travel expenses and things like that as well. And the club, they do a lot with us with the men's team as well, so we get to go to all their home games if we want to go there, get put in hospitality and things like that. So they're just trying to really integrate us as a club, but it's grown every year, and I feel like at Thistle it's quite a family vibe to it, which is great to see, because obviously the more people that we can get in through the door, we want to obviously try and get more of the men's supporters to come through to our games as well, but it's good so far.
Yeah, you're starting to see a lot of that now, that a lot of the supporters that maybe wouldn't have came to a women's game are now supporting the women's side of their club.
Yeah, it's great to see. Obviously, we want as many numbers coming in through the doors as we can because that's the only way really that the women's game's going to grow. So obviously, the more fans that we can get through watching the women's game, the better.
It's time for quick fire questions now, and we'll see what you think of your teammates and if they actually know about it. Okay, so best player you've played against?
I'll say Jacinta, just because of her quick feet.
Best teammate?
Rachel Donaldson.
Biggest moaner?
Ooh, me.
I was going to say that as well. Best trainer?
Megan Cunningham, she's an absolute unit.
Worst trainer?
Ooh, I'd say Kim Murphy from last year. She always missed the warm-up, so Kim Murphy.
One of them that's always getting treatment?
Aye.
Yeah. Fastest player?
Ooh, Imogen.
The best teammate to have on a night out, an absolute A-lister?
Oh, it's got to be Kim Murphy again. She's the life and soul of the party, and if it's not Kim, I'd say Jordan.
Best dancer?
Ooh. Amy Bullock.
Worst dancer?
Cara Henderson.
Your best memory in football?
Oh, that's hard. There's been so many. Probably winning the British trophy with the uni team.
Now, this is where you can really fall out with some people, so you're going to have to pick your five-a-side team of players that you've played with throughout your career. Start off with your goalkeeper.
So I'm a bit biased with this one, but if I don't pick her, she's going to absolutely shoot me. So Chloe Logan.
I'll give you that one, okay. Alright, so it's five-a-sides, nobody defends in fives, so you can just go all-out attack if you want to, but let's hear your four outfield choices.
Cara McBrearty, just because she's so tricky with her feet and she's got an absolute wonder left foot. Somebody that I played at Stirling with, Lisa Sutherland, again quite similar to Cara, very technical and good at threading balls through. Somebody that's going to score goals. I'll go with Lucy Quinn. She plays with Birmingham, doing really well down south. Played with her when I was over in Taipei, so she'll score loads of goals. And I'll go with, Rachel's going to kill me for this one, but I'll go with Cara Henderson because she was our top goal scorer for last season.
So you're asking a lot of Chloe here because there's absolutely no defending happening in that team. But no, thanks so much for joining us today, Demi, and thanks everyone for listening and watching to SWPL My Story.